All right, how we doing tonight? Everybody had a good Tuesday, we hope. We're going to have a good Tuesday night because we're going to open Optic Baseball. Yeah, a full case of it, no less. All right, so before we get started, there's always a little information that I like to go over. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So, first up there, guys and gals, my feedback. I put this up there because it seems like it comes up a lot and it's automated, right? And I do that just so you never have to wait on me. So anytime that you leave positive feedback from me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second thing there, far more important, is a big thank you. Always appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me, keeps me company, and all that fun stuff. We are next going to take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. Excuse me. So, tomorrow night, we're going to open a couple of new releases. A half case of Immaculate Baseball, followed by a 12-box inner case of Certified Football. Now, sometimes it comes up, people are like, what's the difference in an inner case and a master case? Here's the deal, guys. It's basically two 12-box cases in a bigger box. That's what they call a master case. So no matter how you cut it, they're 12-box cases, and, sometimes they put them together and make you buy two. So that's what we're opening tomorrow night. On Thursday night, we'll open a half case of Allen and Ginter Baseball, and it will be the start of a brand new case for those of you who care about that sort of thing. On Friday night, we're going to open a case of Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition Baseball, a case of Elements Football, and Encased Basketball happens to come out on Friday. Two new release days this week. So we're going to open Encased Football on Friday night as well. On Saturday, we'll finish up the Immaculate Baseball that we start on Wednesday night. And also on Saturday night, we will open another 12-box inner case of Certified Football. So what's coming up in the days ahead is that right there. What you need to know about tonight is this. We're just doing the one break tonight, and that, of course, is our Optic Baseball by the full case. Guys, I'm projecting this to be out the door no later than Saturday. I would like to get it out the door a little faster than that. I'm going to try very hard to accomplish that. But on the off chance that I can't get it out sooner, we're going to put Saturday up there and just understand, please, that I am doing my best to get it out faster, but won't be any later than Saturday, barring any extreme unintended issues with the week. And everybody's going to pull cards in here, so we don't need to worry about consolation cards either. So this is a 12-box case. It is break number 2 of Optic Baseball. And, of course, it ended tonight on eBay, the same night that we're breaking and streaming it, which is Tuesday night, the 23rd of July. Team names are on the left-hand side. Your eBay user ID is across from your team on the opposite side, if you're the lucky winning bidder in here tonight. And what else? I think that's it. I think that's all the what you guys would probably classify as the boring stuff, right? Except for getting it all out of wrappers. That part, frankly, is kind of boring. All right. I am going to change up the focus. That is going to make your background go out of focus a little bit. Please don't let that worry you. We're going to be able to see what we need to see in terms of our cards with no problems. All right, let's get chat up and going here. And Jay Allen, what do you got going tonight? You need the A's and the Phillies, and you're not going to be able to hang with us tonight because you got an early day tomorrow. All right, my friend, we will try to get the mojo going for you for your A's and your Phillies. See if we can have some good luck. So, Optic Baseball. It does not have a ton of cards per box, particularly. I mean, there's 80, I think, per box. But it does put those 80 cards in a whopping 20 packs. So, yeah, that's what takes the most time, is just getting everything out of the packs. We're going to find 2 autographs per box on average. Now, usually these cases, you know, may have a little hot box here and there, which give us something extra. But what they promise, well, they don't promise us because they say on average. But what we can expect is 2 per box. And we hope we might find a little hot box with something extra along the way. Occasionally, one of our hits will be replaced with a points card. And if that happens tonight, that points card will be given out using random.org at the end of the break. We'll have all kinds of parallels and other things in here. As we go through the first box, we'll spend a little more time on those, kind of discussing what they are so that you know what you're seeing as it goes through. And then in subsequent boxes, we won't spend as much time on them. We'll go a little faster through some of the parallels and things after the first box finishes up, if that makes sense. Kirk is here. Hi, Kirk. Jay Allen, we are always happy to work Mojo for you, my friend. Always, always. And everybody else, too. Always like working Mojo. Hoping to get what everybody wants is the goal. And Kyle is here, wishing everybody good luck as well. Hi, Kyle. Charles is here for his Detroit Tigers. We got to get a little love going for Detroit. And Kyle, you are right on it. He says this product has lots of shiny stuff in it. He's not kidding. These are very cool looking cards. The inserts are awesome. There's always a lot of bright colors and fun designs and things that you can find in Optic. So always one that I look forward to. Honestly, in any product. I like Optic baseball, Optic football, Optic basketball. I just kind of like Optic. I think it's one of the products that Panini does a very good job with. Now let me get a few little sleeves here out on the table and have a little caffeine with my Red Bull here. And we are off to the races. You guys are probably like, yeah, you don't need Red Bull. You're not wrong. Most nights I am a little amped up anyway. That is numbered to 75. It is Giancarlo Stanton for the Yankees. When we see that blue color border, those are generally going to be numbered to 75. This is a black border, Jack Flaherty. It is to 25 for St. Louis, so a bit lower number on that one. An MVP, Ichiro. Guys, these MVPs are typically not numbered. That particular one is a prism. I think if I remember right, we also have some MVP in here that are flat, i.e. not prisms. Prism and refractor being the same thing, by the way. I'm probably going to alternate between what I call them. Numbered to 75, that was Matt Chapman for the A's. A Peak Performers insert. Occasionally we'll find those that are prisms, mostly not. Ditto with Diamond Kings. Corbin Burns is our first autograph out. A rated rookie autograph there for the Milwaukee Brewers, and that is on card. Hi, Graham. You're here looking for some Braves? Well, let's get some Braves going for you. This is a purple border Mazzara, and that's the Rangers. The purple borders are typically numbered to 125. This is just an insert for rookies that is a prism. It is not numbered. We'll find bunches of those, but again, for the most part, they are not going to be numbered. If something changes, I'll let you know. So there's a blue Joey Gallo, so we already know he's going to be numbered to 75. Something is stuck to the back of Max Scherzer there. Every once in a while, these like to suction together. The red, white, and blue parallels, those are numbered to 150. So purple are to 125, red, white, and blue to 150. Man, these are really wanting to have a little static electricity or something going on tonight. Let's see if they are all wanting to hang on to each other tonight. Barucki and the Blue Jays, that again to 150. I see our next autograph, so let's go ahead and just grab it. It's right there on the top of the stack. Jeff McNeil comes out for the Mets, and that is numbered to 99. Also an on-card hard-signed autograph there. Pink Velocity. Sean Newcomb. When we see Pink Velocity, they are numbered to 199. All-Stars inserts, they are refractors / prisms, but typically are not numbered. If that changes, I'll call it out. So again, that's just a base prism there for Matt Chapman, not going to be numbered. To 75 on Brandon Crawford. Lots of mythical inserts, typically, again, mostly not numbered, mostly not refractors. I'll try to remember to call it out if it changes. Christian Stewart, another one of our Pink Velocities, to 199. And there you go. Or was that the same Pink Velocity and I just set him down and then picked him right back up and looked at him again? I think was he the same one? I don't know if he was or not. I don't think he was. He was a different one. There's a purple David Bodie, Cubs, to 125. There's Michael Perez base refractor, Chris Davis. Freddie Freeman, Pink Velocity, to 199. Chris Paddock to 125 for the Padres. I think he's pitching tonight, actually, isn't he? JD Martinez to 75. Pink Velocity to 199. Santana for the Dodgers. And a little gold coming our way. Jackie Bradley Jr. numbered to 99 for the Red Sox. This Pink Performers, Aaron Nola here, is a prism. It's still not numbered, but it is at least a prism. There's another gold. It's Trevor Story. That's again to 99 on our gold cards. Red, white, and blue. Moncada. Those are to 150. Illusions. That's just the base version of it. If we find a parallel of it, we'll let you know. Candelario, Tigers, Pink Velocity to 199. And Ozzy Albies to 60. So there's a kind of, I guess that's sort of a red. It's an orangey red, but I guess technically red. And those are numbered 260. All right, so that is a basic rundown of what we're going to see as we proceed through these boxes. So going forward, I'm probably just going to read off either the name of the player or maybe the team name and just tell you the number as we go along. Not necessarily flip them all over since we know what colors are associated with what numbers. Yeah, we have got, of course, a lot of stuff coming out right now over the next week or two, in addition to all the stuff we've still got down there that's come out over the last week or two. So we're going to be busy little bees for a bit getting through all of this. They always like to release about 400,000 products before the national show. Like to keep everybody busy. Because, a lot of people will break at the show. They have their product, shipped to their hotel, and then they do their breaks, right there live from the national. And to me, they've asked me in the past if I wanted to do that, and I just don't. I really don't. I think, man, you got to move everything. You can have your product shipped there, but you still have to either get all your cards home and then worry about shipping them, or really ship them from there, which means you have to get all of your supplies and your things there to the site of the national. To me, it's just a big kind of, I don't know, unnecessary kind of distraction for me. But I know I should do it. I really should, because it gets, I'm sure lots more exposure and etc. But I don't know. I just didn't want to. So they asked me again this year, and I was like, no, thank you. I do not wish to relocate everything. That is Michael Chavez to 150. Mainly, I think you just have to worry about the integrity of the card. So if you were to break it there and then try to get it back to ship it, like anything could happen to it in between A and B. So I would think I would want to ship from the location, and then that just turned into a big old mess. Chris Shaw for the Giants with a base prism. That's Jeff McNeil. Mets. There's Machado. Acuna. And Kutch. Oh, and it's signed. All right, Pirates. A little MVP Andrew McCutchen autograph. Nice. I like that. Like a little Kutch. Graham, you said you like all the new releases, but your bank account doesn't. Yeah, I understand that. My bank account feels the same. That is Alec for the Phillies. Yeah, I've got a tremendous amount of money tied up in inventory right now. It's a massive amount. So I probably shouldn't be taking Sunday off. I should be breaking, but I got to have a few days off here and there. Suarez to 60 for the Reds. Garrett Cole. My man Suarez hit another homer tonight. He hit a home run in his last 3 plate appearances. We may have batted since then, so I don't know. But the last one I saw, that was his, he hit 2 last night. Bryce Harper, numbered to 125 on an All-Stars insert. And a rated rookie, numbered 250, Brendan Rodgers, Colorado Rockies. A little Machado Prism Diamond Kings there. So yeah, last night was a crazy game. The Reds and the Brewers. And you have, looks like, the Reds are in pretty good shape and should win the game. And then all of a sudden, as is the tendency these days, they give up a bunch of runs in 1 inning. More specifically, a grand slam to Saladino, right? Like the replacement guy at shortstop, who, by the way, I think is at 2 grand slams this week on consecutive nights. So then the Reds are down by, I don't know, 1 or 2, I don't remember. Then we get ourselves into the 9th inning, 2 outs, 1 man on, and Suarez comes up and drills another one. And we end up winning the game, amazingly. So he saved us last night and already drilled a home run tonight. So did Jesse Winker, both of them right in the early stages of the game. So unusual against the Brewers. Their pitching usually a little better than that. Of course, they've got Woodruff out with, what is his injury? Does anybody know? He's got some kind of injury. I don't know if it's oblique or what it is, but he's on the IL. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but I think a while, it sounds like. Of course, I'm still loving that that guy we picked up, Lavarnway, man. That guy just comes in and rakes. He's, we're thin at the catcher spot with injuries and various things, and next thing you know, here's this guy out of I don't know where, and he's burning it up. But basically, I'm just happy anytime my Reds can scratch out a win. That's the end result of that. Mookie Betts. And this is going to be numbered. This has got, you can't really see it, but it says something, We the People, I think. There's some little writing on the edges of that, on that particular background. And when you see it, it's numbered to 76. I believe it says We the People. And so, we'll find a handful of those as we go along tonight as well. It's the first one we've seen so far, but we should find more. That was Christian Stewart. Conforto. And the Braves with Colby. We pull him a reasonable amount this year. Oh, the card set is called Constitution, Kyle. Well, that would make sense since that would be the start of it and it's numbered to 76. I guess that would make sense that that would be called Constitution for the card set. I didn't really think about that, but I will. Well, now I know. Yeah, Graham. So we did find you brave so far anyway. There's Jose Ramirez for the Indians. King Felix there for the Mariners. Steven Gonzalez. And Steven here should be numbered. Why didn't I see it? Oh, it's hiding. It's numbered to 75 for the Minnesota Twins. This is the first time we've seen this color blue, a lighter color blue, for Carter Kieboom, and that is numbered to 50 for the Nationals. So that's kind of a, in the sports world, that would be a Carolina blue, and our other darker blue would be like a UK blue, the one that's numbered to 75, and the Carolina blue numbered to 50. Salvador Perez, Kansas City Royals. How about numbered to 15 there for Salvador Perez? That one is a sticker on the Optic autographs. I have found that, excuse me, that does tend to be the case on those. And I believe that's our third autograph out of this box, right? So I think it's Hot Box as well. That was Alonso. This is numbered to 50, Brad Keller, another one for the Kansas City Royals. Out of the same hot box, 2 Royals and 4 autographs, it looks like. Or maybe 5 autographs, let's see. David Fletcher, it is 5 autographs, hey. That is Pink Velocity. And is it not numbered? Yeah, I don't see a number on it. Which is weird, since our non-autographed Pink Velocity is numbered. But anyway, that's the Angels. A Peak Performers DeGrom Prism. Yes, I had a hard time getting that out. Bryce Harper, that is a Prism on Action All-Stars insert. We haven't spoken about that insert before, but there will be quite a few of them as we go along, both refractor and otherwise. Bam, I think we did have a Minnesota Twin, didn't we, guys? I think so. Who was it, though? I'm pretty sure we did have a Minnesota Twin, didn't we, guys? I think. I don't know. I've called out so much stuff on it, honestly, Bam, and some of it's been numbered and some of it's been autographs. But I think so. I'm hoping somebody in here is going to help me out and remind me who it was. I'm the worst at retaining it. I'll admit it. I am. I look at a lot of stuff and I don't retain it all. But I do recap it at the end. So that's the good news. We will recap it all at the end. And Kyle, yeah, I agree with you. The way that Panini does their colors makes me crazy. Probably because I'm so used to the fact that with Topps, it's just the same. It's the same across products. It's the same every year. It's the same in everything. You know, orange is going to be to 25. Gold is going to be to 50. You know, so on and so forth. We can look at it and know blues to 150, purples to 250, green to 99. You just look at it and you know. You don't even have to think about it. In Panini, not only do they not keep it consistent between products, they don't keep it consistent at all. I mean, it might be, purple might be to 10 in one, or they don't even have purple and everything, but red might be to 5 or 10 in one product. It might be to 299 in another one. So yes, I'm not a fan of that either, Kyle. I am on your page there. I like the way Topps does it better. So that you just know when you see it, this is what it is. But who knows? I'm sure they have some reason for doing it the way they do. Alrighty. Candelario, Tigers. That's a big long stretch without anything else. After that hot box, I'm spoiled a little bit. Ooh, to 35, Victor Mesa. Miami Marlins. How about you? With rated rookie Mesa to 35, or rated prospect, I should say, Mesa to 35. That is a very nice little hit for the Miami Marlins. Probably pretty much exactly what you're looking for in here if you bought the Marlins tonight, as a matter of fact. A mythical prism insert, still not numbered, but it is a refractor, that one, or a prism. Again, I use that interchangeably. Pete Alonso, Mets. And there's a John Duplantier to 99. See, I see gold, and I started to say 50. To 99 for the Diamondbacks. Joey Gallo, Texas Rangers. Jay Allen, you're out of here for tonight. All right, man. We will keep working on your A's and your Phillies. Get yourself some good rest. You always have to get up way too early. Carter Kieboom, that is a pink Velocity to 199. And we have ourselves a Signature Series Alzolay for the Cubbies. How about that, Cubbies? Is that a sticker? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can feel the edges of the sticker under the sleeve. So, Signature Series for the Cubs. Perez, Tampa Bay Rays. Matt Chapman in the A's on a Diamond Kings Prism. Bryce Harper, All-Stars Prism. Ooh, I see teal Velocity coming. So this will be the first teal Velocity we have seen. They're numbered a little bit lower than our pink cousins, the best I remember. There is Mookie Betts, and numbered to, does that say 35, right? Yeah, to 35, a little teal Velocity, making things nice for the Red Sox. All right, that box in the books. Yeah, Graham, I think those Signature Series cards are really cool myself. I agree with you. I've always liked the way those looked. They've had those for a few years in Optic, and they're pretty cool looking. I'm glad to see Optic's got a lot of on-card content in here. You know, these days it seems like, with Topps, you know, most of their stuff is on-card, but with Panini, a lot of their stuff hasn't been, and it seems like had been drifting more towards stickers and less towards hard-signed autos. But then this year, they seem to be kind of moving the needle a little bit back towards on-card, hard-signed, which I always have a little bit of a preference for. I guess it probably doesn't, in reality, make that much difference, but it kind of seems like it does, at least to me. I have always preferred the on-card. So we should have a lot of fun with Immaculate Baseball tomorrow. In the past, I have broken that by full cases, and honestly, every time I did, I would always end up losing money, and there's just certain, I don't know, for some reason, there's just certain products that it's just hard to break them by the full case. And maybe it just has to do with the fact that the overall product cost is really high, so it's harder to recoup. I don't know. So we're going to try Immaculate Baseball half case breaks for the first case or two. We'll see how it goes, and then we may switch back into some full case breaks of that too. But we will typically have some really cool relics and nice looking cards. If you've never opened Immaculate before, it's a very similar product to what you'd see in Immaculate Football from Panini or Immaculate Basketball. It's some high-end cards, usually pretty nice. Dakota Hudson, Pink Velocity to 199, Cardinals. Danny Jansen, Toronto Blue Jays. And Danny is numbered to 75. Eloy, Prism, White Sox. There's a Lorenzo Cain Prism for the Brewers, who I hope are not beating my Reds right now, but I don't know. The last I saw, my Reds were ahead 4-0, but that can change with one grand slam, as I saw last night. Rhys Hoskins, Pink Velocity to 199. The Phillies for Jay Allen. Kyle, you said you like the on-card, but when they sign the cards, the cards can get beat up. You are very correct about that. Tyler Hearn, Rangers. There's lots of things that go on when they sign them on card. There's Brandon Lowe, Tampa Bay Rays, with a little rated rookie autograph. One of the things I've noticed, it depends on the card surface. So like on a shiny surface like this, you know, like a shiny little prism like that, sometimes when they sign it, they drag whatever across it. So it's their hand, it could be their sleeve, it could be whatever, but it leaves these surface scratches on there, frankly. Kyle Tucker, Astros. And there's an Illusions Trevor Story for the Rockies, followed by Andrew Haney in the Angels. And there's Astuto to 125 for the Minnesota Twins. So I have found that is sometimes a problem. The other thing that happens is the edges and corners are almost always on thicker cards, have a lot of wear on them kind of no matter what. I think it just happens in the production process. But then the ones that have on-card signatures, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, yeah, also will be a little more beat up. And I don't know if that's just in transit, right? If they're, you know, if it happens when they're on their way to or from being signed, or if it happens when they're being signed. But you're on the money there, Kyle. It can cause condition issues at times, but I still kind of prefer it. I kind of do. Graham, you say you think that the on-card signatures tend to hold more value. Yeah. I've never really, I haven't done enough of a comparison. If I looked at it, say, you know, if we had two, whatever, I don't know, two Tatis cards, let's say. And let's say they were both numbered the same, both out of optic, and one was a sticker and one was hard signed. I've not paid enough attention in the past to see how much, if any, that impacts the price. Or if really they sell for about the same, and people just, some people care and some people don't. Which is kind of what I suspect it is. I suspect some people, doesn't make any difference to them one way or the other. And then other people probably only want the on-card. I mean, for me, I'll take either one, obviously, if it's a player I want or a team I want. But I do gravitate more towards the products that have a higher percentage, I guess, of on-card. And Rowdy Tellez. You knew we were not going to get out of this break without pulling Rowdy Tellez because he's in everything this year. That is the Toronto Blue Jays, numbered to 75. There's a mythical Ohtani prism. That is Jose Martinez prism for the Cardinals. A pink Velocity Goldschmidt, Cardinals. Peak Performers Mike Trout prism. Is that Mike Moustakas? Yeah, Moose. Brewers. And Cedric Mullins for the Orioles to 125 with the nice little purple border there. Purple, it's so pretty. I know, I don't know why I've got Church Lady in my head. It's been in my head all week. Really old Saturday Night Live, for those of you who are too young to remember that. Sean Reed Foley, Blue Jays. Isn't that special? There is Trey Mancini, a Diamond Kings prism for the Baltimore Orioles. Chris Shaw, that is to 75. Forrest Whitley. That's pretty nice little autograph, too. That is a rated prospect for the Astros. Giancarlo Stanton, MVP prism. Chris Sale, Red Sox prism. And that box is in the books. That brings us also, by the by, to our halfway point. We have opened 6. We have 6 left to go. Jay Allen, you remember the Church Lady. I just looked over there and saw you typed in, well, isn't that special? Exactly. It's old school Saturday Night Live, Dana Carvey, to be specific, with the Church Lady. And if you are too young to remember Saturday Night Live from the old days with the Church Lady and Eddie Murphy playing Gumby and Gilda Radner and all the old school Saturday Night Live people, should look it up sometime because there's some good stuff in there. Yep, Jay Allen, it sure was Dana Carvey that was the Church Lady. He was also part of Hans and Franz, the bodybuilders. One half of Hans and Franz. But Saturday Night Live back in the day, back in the Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner, you know, Chevy Chase kind of days, was just amazing. I had Dan Aykroyd, you know, the Coneheads, all that. I mean, it was, of course, you know, if you didn't, it would probably these days, if you never saw it then, would probably be so low tech, you know, to today's kids, they'd be like, what? It's nothing like things are today, but it was awfully funny. I still like to go back and look at some of it. What exactly, Graham? I'm with you. You know, he says back when Saturday Night Live was hilarious. And Jay Allen says the old stuff makes the new stuff look terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. But I guess it's still must do pretty well. I mean, that show's been on the air how many years? I don't even know how many years. A lot. Like, not as many years old as I am, probably, but a lot of years. Been on a really long time. Kyle, you said Celebrity Jeopardy is your favorite sketch of all time. Celebrity Jeopardy. Oh, there's good stuff. See, everybody who hasn't seen any of this, you know they're going to be looking for this on YouTube later. Kyle Wright comes out for the Atlanta Braves. That's a nice little rated rookie as well for the Braves. Ooh, top of the 5th. Reds 5, Brewers nothing. Woohoo! Thank you, Kay. That makes me happy. It's an Aaron Judge Action All-Stars Prism. Trey Turner and the Nats Prism. Rendon, and is that something funky going on right there? I guess not. Have all those pink velocities had that big gray? I guess they have, and for some reason I didn't notice it until this card. Isn't that weird? That's part of the card design, so there you go. Pink velocity to 199, Rendon and the Nationals. And let's see what else. This is another one of those boxes where we're going a long ways before we find stuff. Peak Performers, Mookie Betts. My stack's getting too high. It must be moved. Makes me nervous if they get too tall. I don't like it. Miguel Cabrera, little Miggy for the Tigers. Prism. This guy has been playing incredibly well. It is Keston Hiura. I always say it wrong. Like I always say it wrong. I don't think that's right either, but I'm going with Hiura. And it is to 75. He's a Milwaukee Brewer. He's been playing really well. They call him a rated prospect, but he's already up and been raking. George Springer. And there is Ozzie Albies. Pink Velocity Torres, Yankees to 199. Mookie, Diamond Kings Prism. In fact, I think that kid was just named like National League Player of the Week or something, wasn't he? Like last week, or was it week before last? Ryan O'Hearn, Royals. Brad Keller for the Royals to 125. That's purple. And then he had some kind of like moderate, mild injury. And then that's when they brought in Saladino for a couple of nights, who promptly hit grand slams 2 nights in a row. So, yeah, Brewers are kind of overflowing with young talent right now. Jay Allen, you're leaving for real now? All right, my friend. Well, have a good night's sleep. We will continue to implore the mojo to bring you some Oakland A's and some Phillies. Hope we can deliver for you. We'll try hard. But yeah, I've been fairly impressed with most of the young guys who have been up this year. Have been really quite good. Some better than I expected they would be. Some have taken a little bit longer to warm up than we thought they would. But most of them are probably, guys we're going to be playing for a decade or more in Major Leagues. Not a lot that you look at this year and go, he looks pretty good. Oh, that wrapper did not cooperate with me at all. Graham, you need an Austin Riley. All right, an Austin Riley rookie autograph. So we've got a mojo request out in the air for you, as well as Jay Allen, and I think a few others in there too. So we'll see if we can get the mojo to deliver you Austin Riley. That's one of the nice things about Optic, is that there's a mix in here of veteran players, Royce Lewis, Prism, and our rookies and prospects all in the same product. It's one of the reasons I like it a lot. Here comes Dennis Santana. That is for the Dodgers. All right, Ken. Oh, I'd love to find a Ken Griffey Sr. autograph, Kyle. Is he in here? I didn't even know he was in here. That's all kinds of awesome. That's an Alex Bregman Pink Velocity to 199. I had no idea Ken Griffey Sr. was in here. So, yeah, man, let's definitely work on finding that. That would make me happy as well. Really happy, actually. And Charles, you're looking for Casey Mize. All right, there's Mr. Yelich for the Brewers. And David Bodie, Cubbies. Marquez, Rockies. I'm kind of waiting to see, like, what's going to happen here at this trade deadline. Not much has really happened so far, and it's the one hard deadline this year, and it's in the offing. So every day I keep thinking news is going to come out, something's going to drop, and it's been so, like, quiet. Lots of rumors, I guess, but not much actually happening. Jake Cave, there's one for the Minnesota Twins, and number 250, no less, with an autograph there. Bam, you saw Ken Griffey Jr. last night. Very nice. And Kyle says Senior is in here for the Yankees. Well, then let's find that, man. I'd love to find that. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Prism. Actually, either of the Griffeys, Jr. or Senior, I would love to pull. Ryan O'Hearn, number 299. Kansas City Royals having themselves a good break so far. Another Vlad Guerrero Jr. Prism Parallel. That one's on the card set, The Rookies. Dakota Hudson. That, I guess, technically is orange. I've kind of been calling it gold, but I guess it's technically orange. And it's numbered to 99. Purple to 125 is Ahmed Rosario and the Mets. And the Diamondbacks with a pink Velocity autograph, rated prospect of Duplantier. There's Joey Gallo, Prism for the Rangers. This was another hot box, obviously. We've definitely pulled more than 2 autographs out of here. Sean Reed Foley, also a Prism and autograph. Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, Bam, you said, oh, you saw Senior last night. Okay. I'm sorry. I probably looked over and I just glanced over there and thought it was Junior. Gotcha. So both of you are talking Senior. All right. Well, hopefully we'll find Senior then in here. But I do really like the fact that Panini kind of has the freedom to mix and match like that. That you have active guys and Hall of Fame guys and prospects and rookies, and they all come out of the same product. Topps can't really do that because they have the 2 distinct lines, of course. Bowman being for the prospects and then Topps for everything else. You can't really mix and match it too much in the Topps world. But I also won't really complain about that because I love prospecting. So I kind of jam on the fact that they've got a separate line for Bowman. So I know I can chase my prospects exclusively in Bowman, and it makes me pretty happy. So Graham, you saw a Tom Glavine autograph numbered to 7 earlier this week out of Optic. Also very nice. Kyle, you've got the Yankees and the Mariners, so you're happy to see either Griffey. All right, well, you covered your bases, my friend. Let's make it happen. Let's try to find one. That would be excellent if we can accomplish that. I don't have a ton of Optic this year. In general, that seems like they're just cutting back on numbers, which frustrates me because, you know, they require us to spend more year over year, and then they give us less year over year, so kind of frustrating. But I don't know, I think I ended up with 4 or 5 cases of it this year, so not an extraordinary amount, but We'll have a few more breaks of it anyway. 2 or 3 more cases to go. Ryan Borucki comes out right away. Toronto Blue Jays. And there's Justice Sheffield, Mariners, Prism. An Illusions Prism for Juan Soto and the Nats. And there's Albert Pujols and the Angels with a Prism. Thor for the Mets. And who have we here? Numbered to 75. I bet you like this. Little Gleyber Torres for your Yankees, Kyle. Nice. I like that very much. So congratulations on that little hit for the Yankees. And there's Max Muncy, Diamond Kings Prism. To 150, that is Jeff McNeil for the Mets. There's Salvador Perez, Royals. A Pink Velocity, Pete Alonso to 199, Mets. Christian Stewart, Tigers, Prism. Followed by Ryan Borucki Prism for the Blue Jays. Purple to 125, Cal Quantrill for the Padres. I always want to say Quantrill because we have a Quantrill car dealership here in town. Quantrill Cadillac. So I always want to say Trill and not Trill. All right, this is box number 10 that is coming out of the wrappers right now. So 9 down, 3 to go if you're keeping track. I wonder if there's such a thing as building up muscles in your fingers. Like, do fingers even have muscles? I kind of think, I guess they don't. I don't know. I guess they do. But I feel like that's what happens. I think I should have very strong, like, hand and finger muscles from opening 4 million packs of cards in this break. And all the other breaks where we open 4 million packs of cards. Kyle says I could probably do good back rubs if I have strong fingers. Well, don't tell anybody, okay? I don't want to have to start doing that around here, too. No, we must keep that a secret. Yo, good grief. But you know how quarterbacks have to do, well, they don't have to do, but some of the exercises that some quarterbacks do to strengthen their grip in their hands and stuff, where they carry around those weights, you know, the plates, like by their fingertips. I feel like I should do that. I feel like I should have like weighted plates that I carry around by my fingertips to build up my hand and finger strength. Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. I don't know what difference it would make, though. I don't think it would probably make any. That is Yelich for the Brewers, an Action All-Stars Prism insert. Pink Velocity, 199, Madison Bumgarner. Eloy, White Sox, how about ya? With a nice little Eloy. Very, very nice. A Peak Performers Chris Davis for the Oakland A's. And there's a little Bryce Harper Prism for the Phillies. Oh, Kyle, that's why your girlfriend lets you buy baseball cards, because you give her good back rubs. Awesome, man. Keep it up. That's a win-win. There's Ryan Borucki in the Blue Jays, and I feel like we've seen him once or twice in here already. Haven't we? I'm pretty sure we have. I think there's at least a bookend of him, maybe more. Castellanos, Tigers, Diamond Kings, Prism. Benintendi, Red Sox. Followed by Michael Kopech, White Sox. Marquez, Colorado Rockies, numbered 299. I knew that. I don't know why I turned that over. To 125, Lois Sega for the New York Yankees. And that box is finished up. I guess I didn't. I thought I had, but I guess I had not. Maybe I had and just didn't find the right spot in the wrap. Next to last box. 10 down, 2 to go. Here in the fun world of Optic tonight. All right, now Mitch Haniger sliding out of the middle there, trying to wipe out everybody else with him. So the heat wave broke around here. Hopefully it has for all of you as well. You know, it was really, really hot with like dangerously high heat index for a large part of the country last week. And now all of a sudden it's kind of like springtime here in the middle of summer. I mean, you know, we're in the 70s and going to be down into the 50s overnight for a few nights. We didn't have much spring. We went straight kind of from winter into summer, it felt like. And now all of a sudden here in the middle of summer, it looks like, hey, we're going to have a little bit of spring. So hopefully everybody else has got the same thing going on, because that heat was dangerous for a lot of people. Garrett Hampson, that is Colorado Rockies, to 75. Joe Adell to 99 for the Angels. Now that is another really nice hit out of here. Rated prospect for the Angels with a very good one. And that is numbered to 125. Trevor Richards with the purple border. There's a purple Trey Mancini. Diamond Kings to 125. Here's a Peak Performers. Hang on one second. I had to rearrange my stacks over here because one of them's a little tall for my likings. Peak Performers, Acuna Prism. A Pink Velocity Robles to 199 for the Nationals. That's purple to 125. Jameson Talion. That is, who is that? Josh James, Astros Prism. Ahmed Rosario Prism for the Mets. Pink Velocity Joey Gallo for the Rangers to 199. Javi Baez to 75 with a little Diamond Kings numbered parallel there for the Cubbies, or to 76, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying 75. That's another one of our We the People that are numbered to 76, not 75. To 150, Moncada, White Sox. And this is numbered to 99, Blake Snell and the Tampa Bay Rays. Followed by David Fletcher Just a prism for the Angels. Jacob deGrom to 150 with a nice little Diamond Kings red, white, and blue deGrom. The Mets, if I didn't say that. I think everybody probably knows he's a Met, but in case you don't. Miguel Sano, Pink Velocity to 199, Minnesota Twins. Is this going to be a Keith Hernandez autograph? I think it is. Oh, it is. St. Louis. St. Louis Cardinals. Keith Hernandez. Very nice. MVP signatures. Very cool. To 199, Mitch Haniger, Pink Velocity for the Mariners. There is a deGrom Diamond Kings Prism for the Mets. Mike Trout Prism for the Angels. Robinson Cano for the Mets to 75. To 150, Marte and the Pirates. Manny Machado to 125, Diamond Kings. We're obviously in our parallel hot box right now. So there's autograph hot boxes. We've already hit a couple of those. And we are in our parallel hot box at the moment. Jacob Nix for the Padres to 125. Juan Soto for the Nats. There's a gold. Bryce Wilson to 10 for the Atlanta Braves. That's our only gold to 10 that we have seen tonight, I think. To 75, that is Charlie Blackmon and the Colorado Rockies. Danny Jansen to 125, Toronto Blue Jays. Here's another black one. This is De Los Santos. It is numbered to 25 for the Philadelphia Phillies. A Bryce Harper Mythical Prism insert. All right, kids, we are on our last box of the evening. So that means you got it. Last box mojo time. So we're going to kind of collectively work our mojo here and try to come up with the big, booming, fiery hits for the night out of our last box. We've already hit some nice stuff, but we're just looking to hit more, right? I mean, why not? Let's hit as much fire as we can hit in here tonight. Graham, which one are you saying nice about? It's a little bit of a delay, I think, guys, when you type into chat to the time that it pops up on my side. So I'm sure it's something we just most recently looked at. Maybe, oh, that might have been yours to 10, right? I think. Although I didn't think we were that far behind in the chat feed, but maybe we are. Chat to live, I mean. I need to mess around with those settings. It does seem to have more of a delay than it used to. It has to do with the latency. But from my understanding, if I change the latency too much to make the chat more in real time, it could cause buffering and other issues on your side. So we don't want to have that happen either. Got to find a happy medium. Charles, I don't know if we've seen Casey Mize in here or not. I wasn't looking at the base cards at all. I don't really pay too much attention to the base, honestly. I'm always just looking for parallels. So I don't know if we've seen any Casey Mize in the base or something, but we definitely haven't seen him in an autograph. That much is for sure. Marte and the Pirates. That is to 150, Matt Carpenter for the Cardinals. And that is Carlos Rondon for the White Sox. A Pink Velocity Verlander to 199, Astros. And this is Perez for the Astros. Speaking of the Astros, it is numbered to 99. And there's an Austin Riley. It's not the autograph you wanted, but at least we got you a nice little Austin Riley prism there out of a rated rookie. And closing in on the last of it here. Justice Sheffield, Mariners. There's Griffin Canning, pink velocity to 199 for the Angels. Forrest Whitley, pink velocity, Astros, rated prospect. Maybe our second Forrest Whitley tonight, maybe? The other one I don't think was pink velocity, but I think there's another one. Wouldn't swear to it. Dennis Santana for the Dodgers. But we are going to recap it, guys. Starling Marte for the Pirates. And an Illusions Juan Soto for the Nationals. All right, so we're going to recap our autographs and our lower numbered things. Now, let me preface this by saying I think that I have all of our lower numbered things, you know, like 50, 75, well, not to 75, but maybe 50 and below are mostly in here. Now, it could be that some of them I may have stacked in the other stacks, so just if I don't recap it, don't worry. You're still going to get it. If you saw it, it's coming to you if it belongs to you, because all the cards ship. I just try to set aside some of the lower numbered ones for the purpose of recapping. So that is numbered to 25 for the Phillies with De Los Santos. There's a Bryce Wilson for the Braves, numbered to 10. There's Javi Baez for the Cubbies to 76. And why is he not in there? That's Marquez, numbered to 99. Well, I didn't mean him to be in that stack, but that's okay for the Rockies. I guess I put all of our 99s in there when really I didn't mean to. Dakota Hudson for the Cardinals. John Duplantier for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Carter Kieboom for the Nats to 50. John Duplantier to 76 for the Diamondbacks. A little teal velocity, Mookie Betts to 35. And another black border, that is Jack Flaherty to 25. All right, so that is the lower numbered non-autograph stuff. Meanwhile, let's recap our autographs. Forrest Whitley, pink velocity for the Astros. Perez, also for the Astros, to 99. Keith Hernandez, St. Louis Cardinals, very nice. Joe Adell to 99 for the Angels. Ryan Borucki, Blue Jays, one of what I think is many for him. Eloy for the White Sox. Torres and the Yankees is another nice hit in here. There's a second Borucki. We may even have a third one in here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we might. Sean Reed Foley, also Toronto. Duplantier for Arizona on a pink velocity. Ryan O'Hearn, Kansas City Royals. Jake Cave, Minnesota Twins to 50. Justice Sheffield coming out for... Why did I say Justice Sheffield? I have no idea. That is Dennis Santana, and I have no idea why I said Justice Sheffield. I have no idea. That is Dennis Santana for the Dodgers to 75, and I have Justice Sheffield out of my mouth for I have no idea what reason. There is Keston Hiura, probably pronounced wrong still, to 75 for the Brewers. Kyle Wright and the Atlanta Braves. Another Forrest Whitley, the second one for the Astros. Rowdy Tellez comes out for Toronto. Brandon Lowe and the Tampa Bay Rays. Danny Jansen, another Toronto. I forgot there were that many Torontos. A little signature series adding to the mix here. Alzolay for the Cubbies. Really nice hit here. Victor Mesa to 35 for the Marlins. Pink velocity, David Fletcher, Angels. Brad Keller, Kansas City Royals to 50. This one is a sticker. It is Salvador Perez for the Kansas City Royals, numbered to 15. Steven Gonzalez, that's who I couldn't think of earlier, to 75, Minnesota Twins. Huh, yeah, there you go. Colby, Atlanta Braves. And Rogers for the Rockies. Followed by Kutch on a nice little MVP insert, numbered to 3. I didn't even catch that earlier, that Kutch is numbered to 3. It was hidden down there in the purple. So how about that? I didn't even realize McCutchen was to 3 until just now. So even better than we thought for Pittsburgh. Jeff McNeil for the Mets. And Corbin Burns, Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, so that is the break. That is the recap. I will put up the spreadsheet information here one final time for anyone who might not have been tuned in earlier. Let's take a look at when you can expect your stuff to be on the way to you, as well as what's coming up in the days ahead. So once again, projecting this to be out the door approximately Saturday. As always, if I can get something out sooner than the date that you see listed, I will happily do so. I would not expect it to be any later than Saturday unless something extremely unexpected happens. Don't have to worry about consolation cards in this break. Every single team pulled cards, and every single team will have a little package heading to them. So coming up in the days ahead, tomorrow night, guys, we're starting a little bit later than normal, not by much, but 15 minutes, 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. We're going to open a half case of Immaculate Baseball and a 12-box inner case of Certified Football, both of which are new releases for tomorrow, Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to open a half case of Allen and Ginter Baseball. That is the start of a new case. On Friday, it will be Topps Archives Signature Series Active Player Edition, Elements Football, and the new release Encased Basketball, all by the full case on Friday night. On Saturday, another half case of Immaculate Baseball, another 12-box inner case of Certified Football. Sunday is an off night, and I guess that's as far as we've gotten. So that is it for me tonight. As always, I appreciate you being here, and thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your week ahead. And if I don't see you again tomorrow night, I hope you will come by and see me again soon. In the meantime, enjoy the week. We'll be back at it tomorrow night. We'll see you then. Bye now.